Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Zola, and today we're going to be doing a Pilates abdominal workout to really fire up that core. You can tack this on the end of any other workout or just do it alone. Either way works. Let's get right into it. So lie on your back. And just know that a lot of things that we're going to do are very hip flexory. So there's a lot of flexion. So you'll have plenty of options, and many of the options are to just keep the feet down on the mat. So just keep that in mind as we go through this. We're starting in tabletop, but like I said, if you want to keep your feet down on the mat, please feel free. So tabletop, knees over hips, shins in line with the ceiling. Let's place the palms of the hands on the thighs. So my fingertips are about 4, 5, 6 inches under the knee. So all I'm going to do is create tension in my core by pulling the thigh bones back into my hands and pushing my hands into my thigh bones. The head stays down, the inner thighs are squeezing. And with every exhale, try to deepen the belly button down to the mat. See, I already have a shake going here. And just take 3 deep breaths here. And release that, let the feet come down. You can do the same thing by pushing the hands into the thighs with the feet down and just pulling the belly button in and up. That still fires up the core. Let's do that again. Find that tabletop position, hands on the thighs, pull the thighs back, push the hands forward. Now, just keep in mind as you do this, I'm not tucking the tailbone under, right? I'm keeping a long tailbone, so the tailbone's pretty much pointing straight forward. I have a natural curve in my low back, so there's kind of a space between my low back and the floor, and that's okay. And place the feet and the hands down. We're gonna do that one more time, just warming the core up. And go ahead, find that tension, that isometric hold. And place the feet down. Going into a dead bug progression. So bring those legs back to tabletop and reach the arms up to the ceiling just like you're a dead bug. The inner thighs are hugging for now, shoulders down the back. I'm reaching my right arm back as I stretch my left leg forward. So opposite arm and leg, and just hold and breathe. And then bring it back to center. Squeeze the inner thighs at the top. Switching sides, left arm back, right leg long. And then bring it back to center. Now it's easy to start letting those thigh bones shift back. Try to keep the knees right over the hips. And bring it back. Reach. And bring it back. One more time each side. And bring it back. This always gives me the shakes. Reach. And bring it back. If you need to take a break, feel free. Otherwise, we're progressing to a lifted chest. So keep those knees over the hips, and same thing with that dead bug, opposite arm and leg, and bring it back to center. Switching sides, and bring it back to center. Good, reach, and center. Stretch. And center one more time each side. I'm really feeling this in my core. And stretch. Good, let's rest the head and the legs for a second. Take a breath here, progressing to straight legs. If you need to do any of the other iterations, feel free, so you can keep your head down or keep the chest down or keep the knees bent. Reach the arms up. Stretch the legs up to the ceiling, and then same thing, the leg comes down, left leg comes down, right arm goes back. And bring it up. Feel the low belly working as you bring the legs up. And then switch. And then bring it up. Again, reach. And bring it up. and stretch. And lift one more time each side. Feel the length in the body. One more time. And lift, bend your knees and rest your head. If you ever need to stretch the neck, look from side to side. I like to do that. And let's go into footwork. So place the hands behind the head, stacking the palms, knees to the chest. Chest lifts. My knees are shoulder distance. Don't let them open up too wide. Heels together, toes apart. Stretch the legs. And bend just 5 times. 4, 3, 2. Stretch and hold. Reach the arms forward for your 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale. And exhale, start to lift the legs to the ceiling. Inhale, lower the legs to exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Again, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more times, inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold the legs at the 45-degree angle, and then slowly lower down as you reach the arms back. Flex the feet. Pull the ribs down, so front ribs to back ribs. Let's do arms up to the ceiling. Flex the feet, toes pull back to the shins for the roll up, chin to chest. Roll it up. Whew. And roll it down. So hard to talk and do all of this at the same time. Make sure you're articulating the spine to come up. Round the spine to come forward. The spine never straightens out. I'm pulling back from my hips. Hips up to the ribs. Articulate the spine down. And again, roll it up. Let's come halfway down only. Come 6 inches up. 6 inches up. 2 inches down. 6 inches up. 2 inches down. 6 inches up. And all the way down. Good, and again, all the way up. Halfway down. Bring it up. And a little bit down. Bring it up. Keep the heels pressing down as you go a little bit down. One more time, bring it up. And all the way back down. Stretch the arms and legs in opposition. You can let the ribs come off the floor for a little stretch. And then bring the arms down, bring the knees to the chest. Let's go into the abdominal series of 5. So keep the right knee into the chest, lift the chest and stretch the left leg. Pull the right knee twice, pull, pull, switch. Left thigh bone pulls and switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. 4, 3, 2. Double leg stretch. Arms stay down by the sides, so stretch the arms and legs. And then bend the knees and stretch. And bend. Arms back by the ears, stretch. Circle the arms and bend. One more time, stretch. Circle the arms and bend. Single straight leg stretch. Pull, pull, scissor switch. Pull, pull, scissor switch. Keep those legs reaching long. Keep the chest lifted. One more time each side. And 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Stretch the neck. Good. Take a diamond shape with the hands. Place those hands underneath the tailbone. We're keeping the head down for for double straight leg stretch. Start with the hips and the ankles in one straight line, and then lower to your point of control. And then lift. Feel the lower belly working here. Down. And up. Down. And up. One more time like this. Down. And lift. Take the hands from underneath your hips. Place them behind the head. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift. Lower the legs. And lift. And down. And up. 2 more times. Press those heels together. The toes are apart. You're in a V shape, your Pilates V. 1 more time. And up, crisscross right away, elbow to opposite knee. And twist. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Inhale to switch, exhale. 1 more time. And rest your head. Hug your knees. You can rock the knees from side to side. Make little circles. Reverse those circles. A little low back massage on the floor. Going into back extension. I think back extension is really important after we've done so much flexion of the body. So let's have the legs hip distance and the hands behind the head. Now lift the chest off of the mat and bring it down. Up and down. So have those legs reaching long. Even though you're lying on your stomach, the abdominals are still engaged. Let's do 3 more like this. Now this time as we lift, I'm going to add a little twist to my upper body. So lift and twist. Bring it down. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Three more times. Keep the body centered. We do 10 more back extensions. Lift for 10. Lift for 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. You should feel a nice little burn in the back body. 3. 2. 1. And lower down. Let's push back into child's pose. Legs are the width of your mat, arms reach long. And roll yourself up. Let's get into some side body work. So let's go into a forearm side plank. So your fingertips are reaching forward, shoulder and elbow in a straight line. You have an option. If you don't want to do 2 straight legs, you can always bend the bottom knee and keep the top leg straight, but push those hips forward, right? So the back side of the body is working. Otherwise, both legs are straight. Lift your hips. And let's just keep the arm down by the side. We're going to lower the hips down to the mat and lift back up to our plank. Just 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once the hips are up, we lift the arm up to the ceiling, lift the hips up to the ceiling 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down and switch sides. Whew. Forearm plank. Either legs are straight or bottom leg is bent. Arm down by your side. Lower the hips. Keep pushing the floor away with this forearm and elbow. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Arm stretches up to the ceiling. Lift the hips up. 10, 9. Top hip reaches forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Beautiful. Going into a straight arm plank. I'm going to face it this way. And when you're ready, remember, we don't want the low back to arch. We want to pull it all in. Find that stable torso and then find your plank. I'm going to have the legs hip distance from here. Legs are reaching long and strong. I'm going to start to drop the hips down towards the mat. You'll feel a stretch in the hips. You're going to open the chest. If you can lift the chin, feel free. If not, just have the head straight forward. but try to keep the thighs lifted away from the mat. Go back to your plank. And then bring the hips down. So you'll feel a stretch right here, stretch in the low back, stretch in the hips, and then go back to your plank. Keep the legs as straight as possible. Drop the hips, and then bring it up, down, and up. Let's do 4 more of those. 4, drop the hips down. I'm inhaling to come down. 3. Exhaling to come up. 2. And 1. All right. One more time, child's pose. Take a deep breath here. And roll yourself up. And congratulations, that is all for today. Hopefully your core is on fire like mine is. Thank you for joining me today again. My name is Zola, and I'll see you next time.